Hello and welcome to Fulham Fix. Ivan, who have we got on Fulham Fix this week?
We have Raúl Jiménez.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what? It's an exciting time to get him because he, at the time of recording, he scored 10 in 12. He might have scored more. Such is the streak, but he's flying.
He's on fire.
And he's got that, he's just left the room and he's got that feeling about himself where he just seems like everything's happening easily for him. He seems like a man in a good zone, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He seems, such a nice guy. Super articulate as well. Really, friendly. The first time I've met him, and he's just brilliant. Yeah, really nice guy.
And Ivan, you're about to see, begins the conversation while basically talking about childcare with him for the first 5 minutes. Yeah. And then we get into the stuff that you know him for, which is Rabonas, back heels, and scoring goals for fun.
So skip ahead 5 minutes if you don't.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. I'm just saying you enjoy it all. It humanises him.
Okay. Jimenez, how you doing, man? Welcome to Fulham Fix. You're joining us just before training. How you feeling? How are you feeling this morning, generally? You had a good morning so far?
Yeah, good.
It's a good quote. We don't often do that, do we? You know?
Early, 7.
It is a bit early.
Well, a little bit later than normal because of my kids. They slept more this morning, so.
Oh, really? They slept in?
Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that pre-planned, or they just no alarms went off and
not alarm? They used their half term, so.
Nice.
Holidays, 2 weeks.
So yeah.
They're 2 and 4.
They're 2 and 4.
They're not like really.
They're not even. They wouldn't be at school yet, no.
They're in nursery and reception.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got that joyful. I've got 2 and 4 as well, and you've got that kind of joyful period of trying to juggle holidays where suddenly everything shuts down. You're like all those clubs you send them to, nurseries and stuff. So like, no, we shut down for the holidays as well. Yeah, so they're your problem now. You have to juggle them.
Yeah. And now that the day is starting later.
Yeah.
So now it's still 7 in the morning. So
yeah.
It's better if there's no light in their rooms. So they wake up later.
That's a bonus. How are they at sleeping? Sorry, this is
they're good. They
Yeah.
fell asleep like 7:30 and 6:30 they're
really
awake.
They're good. Oh, really, and they sleep all the way through.
Yeah, all the way.
Oh man, how did you do that? I don't think I've slept for 4 years, man. I'm in pieces. How did you do that?
Sometimes when I'll sleep the little one.
Yeah.
You
have to do the bed thing. You have to.
My wife sleep the older one.
Yeah.
My little girl, and they fall asleep quick and the whole night.
Yes, yeah. Well, I haven't mastered that.
I didn't realise how heavily we were going to be talking about childcare. Actually,
sorry, man. We'll be setting up some play dates in a second. Yeah.
Just quickly, if you have a game on Saturday, on the night before, do you sleep in a different room or something so you don't get woken up?
Well, normally we go to the hotel.
Oh, you're in hotels.
Yeah, normally. But if it's a late kickoff, I don't know, maybe like not this weekend, next one.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Brentford, I think.
Yeah, evening 7.
Yeah.
7, 8. I think we're gonna go to the hotel, but the same day. So that day at home, I'm gonna sleep.
You're gonna sleep
other room.
in the other room.
Yeah, so you can get away with that. If I said that to my wife, I'm like, you've got a busy dam off at Fulham tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you haven't scored 10 in the last 12 for Fulham, so that's the difference, my friend.
No, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's where we want to start actually, because are you aware that this is going out before the Everton game, so 2 games will have passed between now and then. Okay. But for Mexico in the Premier League, Chicharito and Andes have scored 53 goals. You have now 51 Premier League goals. So you're close to becoming the all-time record Mexican goal scorer in the Premier League. Did you know this statistic?
Yeah, I know it. It's every time I get into the social media,
everyone's telling you.
It's in there. It's in there all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm aware of it, that it's only 2 goals to equalize, and 3 to pass the record.
Do you think is that important to you?
It's important because it's a record. I have been playing here a lot of time in the Premier League. It's important for me, but also to show that I'm writing my own history.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it'd be massive, wouldn't it? I mean, really huge.
I mean, there's every chance that by the time this episode goes out, we've got couple of games in between that you might have already done it. And I mean, is that something you're going to celebrate? Like, or do you just keep going, head down?
No, I'll keep going. I think you've
got to celebrate somehow.
What can I do?
we can think of something. We'll think of something.
Yeah, it's just I will try to keep scoring as much as I can. And well, it's early in the season. I have still a lot of games to go.
Yeah.
But well, I want to do it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
To help the team with the results, with the winning games. So as quick as I can, I'm going to do it.
How are you feeling? Sorry, Ivan. No. How are you feeling at the moment? Because obviously it looks from us that you're on a real streak. Do you feel like something clicked in off-season? Because obviously last season, up until you got the injury in Christmas, it felt like you were getting into that momentum, and then obviously you were stopped again, and then Muniz had his run, so you had to sit out. Did something change in off-season, or do you think just when you get a longer run in the team, you just get into the rhythm of?
Yeah, I know. It was last year was difficult. The start of the season, a lot of games without scoring, and then when I started to score, the injury came. And then
you were about 5-5 at that point, when you I think something like that. 5 goals, 5 games,
5 and 6, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I came back from the injury, but Rodrigo was doing really well, so nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good competition there for the striker position, for our forward position. We really enjoy it. We learn from each other with Rodrigo. We have been in the dressing room, in the traveling, and all that. We are always together.
It's like friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly competition. You know.
Yeah.
If he does well, I'm happy. If I do well, he's happy. So
yeah,
it's a good. I think one of the best competitions I have in my career. Yeah. Because all this around that we are always happy for the other, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a good competition.
Not many, I think, jobs where that's a thing, is there? You think just to have that kind of you get it with keepers as well a lot. You see, keepers supporting the other keepers, and where they're vying for that top spot, and it's it's quite unique to football, really.
Obviously, he wants to play. I want to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's difficult.
Yeah.
We know with the system, only one of us can play.
Yeah.
But we are happy when we do the right things.
Yeah. Do you feel like something has changed? Has anything clicked for you this year? Do you think consciously, or is it just doing what you do?
I think just keep it going.
Yeah.
Let it go. I think the football was there. I just needed one strike like this that I'm currently in.
Yeah.
And well, I hope I keep it the longer as I can.
The thing that's really struck everyone at Fulham actually is the amount of different goals you score and different jobs you do. Because you obviously you're asked to do that one on top role, so you're holding the ball up sometimes. But obviously you've got so much different skills and score so many different types of goals. Do you feel like you're a perfect form of evolution as a centre forward? Like you've had to learn to do different things, and now you can almost do the complete package.
Yeah. I'm 33 years old.
Right.
I have been playing my whole life.
Yeah.
So you never stop learning. You never stop want to learn better things, do better things. And yeah, that's kind of part of me, that I want to keep improving, to know that I can do other things that I usually do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy that now all the things that I try are going well.
It is going well, especially, and we'll put it in at some point, the infamous thing you've done this year is the back heel against Man City.
Which some I think it's being whispered, not even whispered, shouted that it could be one of the best assists in Premier League history.
If not,
yeah, unbelievable. Talk us through that. Is that something you do in training a lot?
Yeah,
it's outrageous.
I like the back heels. I like the rabonas. I like the bicycle kicks. So I always try to do something different, like that. And also Andreas said it after the game. I know he likes to do that kind of thing, so that's why I expect something. I was in that spot, so it was good.
That's so interesting, because normally if a striker's got back to goal, you wouldn't be expecting to receive that ball.
I know. Also, my control, when Alex gave me the ball, my control went back a little bit. If not, if it goes,
you wouldn't.
I try to score. but it went back a little bit, and that's when I tried the back heel, and fortunately,
that's one of the joyful things about watching you play football, is that you have these moments where I can almost imagine you as a child and just playing and just being able to do like all these eccentric things and just trying it out because it's fun and it feels good, like aesthetically. So when you watch it, it looks like, whoa, that's just come out of like almost like a cartoon, like something mad's just happened there. But it's nice to see someone under such pressure be able to be languid enough to do that.
Yeah, to change your mind, I was thinking on something with the control to shoot.
Yeah.
And then after like 1 second, 2 seconds, I need to change because of the control. So it's, you need to change your decisions in a matter of seconds.
In a split second, yes.
So I think that's the last 10 games you've started, I think you've scored, and in fact 9 of them you scored. The only one you didn't was the City game where you pulled that out the bag. I mean, this is right now. That form's unbelievable. Would you say right now that's the best form of your career that you're currently in?
Yeah, I think it could be. I don't remember one like this at Wolves. I think I had the most I had, it was 3 games in a row scoring.
Yeah.
I did it.
Oh, really?
West Ham, Newcastle and Forest. Then one assist and then score again.
Yeah.
But maybe, I think it was... I remember one when we were in Europa League. Maybe that I score assists also. A good one. And also I went to national team and I scored as well there. Yeah. So I hope this continue as long as I can.
Us too, without a doubt.
And keep going like that to keep getting more goals.
You mentioned Wolves. What were the circumstances of you signing for Fulham from Wolves? Had something happened at Wolves where you weren't happy particularly, or is it like how did like Fulham come about in a picture?
Well, my last season wasn't the best.
Right,
there because of I had injury in my pubis. Then I didn't have the real opportunity that last season. I was, but then in the off season, when I just started the preseason with Wolves, I received the call of Marco.
Yeah. He phoned you up?
Yeah, he phoned me. He told me that he was thinking on me. He wanted me to be the striker here in Fulham, and well, when that happens, it's not a difficult decision because it's not something that you can go there. It's something that he asked for me.
Yeah.
So
did he sell it to you? Did he sell how ambitious it was, or did he just say you're going to be a big part of this?
Yeah, because he said to me that he knows my characteristics and that they needed now a striker, so I was good enough to fit. So that gave me...
Awesome. Do you know, it's really interesting in your story because, I mean, lots of people do know this across England, obviously, but you had that really bad head injury. There's just stress fracture that's happened. 2 years before you joined Fulham or something like that?
It was
maybe more than that.
3 years, I think. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah. Would you mind just discussing that a little bit? Because it's such a crazy story, like a moment in your life. Yeah. Like, obviously, with David Luiz, you've had that headbutt, and there's a moment in time where that's a life-threatening situation. Do you mind just describing for Fulham fans like what happened in that situation, the days?
Yeah, well, it was more difficult for my family, for the people around me.
Yeah.
Because they saw the moment.
Yeah.
And I was there. It happened to me, but I can't even remember.
Yeah. Were you out? Were you out cold, or were you present after it happened?
I
can't remember. It's all gone.
I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember we arrived to the stadium that day. I went out to see the pitch, to be with my teammates there a little bit. Get back to the dressing room to change, but I can't remember changing. I can remember starting the game.
There. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and then the first things I remember is being in the hospital, but I didn't remember when I woke up. I was there, I think, 5 days in the hospital. I just remember some things, some tests that the doctors made, some when they brought me the food, something like that. Not everything. Yeah,
It's just your days you don't remember. There's a piece of your wife saying that she was with your kid, and she just heard your name mentioned on the TV.
Yeah.
And just like that shot through the system.
Yeah,
I mean, it gives me goosebumps now even thinking about it. Like the idea.
Yeah.
And then she ran to the hospital.
Yeah, she was in Wolverhampton, and I was here in London.
Right.
So
she had to come
She
down.
had a whole journey down, worrying.
She was calling the doctor. She was calling everyone at work, but it was the game.
And you've got, and this point as well, you've got a newborn, haven't you? Is it like properly?
She has 4 months, 3 months.
I mean, at that point as well.
Yeah,
my God. So so she's hot footing it down.
Yeah, and also they said I was conscious in the ambulance.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. They said I gave my permission. The doctor told my wife, we need to do surgery. If not, something really bad can happen. And he gave his permission to do it. And my wife said, how? He gave his permission.
I can't give permission.
I can not even remember.
He also offered me
Well,
10 grand as well. I don't know. You probably don't remember this, but he wants to give me some money.
I gave my permission.
Yeah. Well, thank God you did. You talk. I mean, that's the sort of stuff like with your wife, it gives you sort of PTSD. Those shock moments, and then being told, if we don't operate,
I know.
he could die.
It was gonna be difficult.
It's like a really obvious question, but how do you feel? Did you feel like, because for most people, I can imagine that would affect their game like so dramatically. Did that take a while for you to be able to play with freedom and without fear? And how does it?
No, I think it was easy for me to start going. I remember the first time we start to practice again the headers.
Yeah.
The first ball they sent to me, I was alone with the physio. They sent to me. I went for the ball, then I went like,
You're making me win.
And the ball hit me in my head, and I felt everything was good. So
that's
when I said, okay, it's okay. The second one, I did it better.
Yeah.
And then I started. At the beginning, when I started with the team, when I started to train back with the team, I was like Messi. No one, the doctor.
No one will go near you.
The doctor told them no one can touch
no one
Raúl.
tackle him.
And I was like dribbling everywhere.
But had they told you this, or were you just thinking, I am on fire? I don't know what's happened here. But
I know. So it was a good part of it. And well, then when I started fully contact, it was really good to be back.
Yeah, because it's like that's part of your game as well, isn't it? Like you've scored bullet headers recently, like big physical proper headers. So now it doesn't play in your conscience at all.
No, I don't really think about that. You just keep going.
Amazing resilience of the human condition. It's incredible. Like
honestly, I think I'd stay in bubble wrap permanently after something like that. Yeah, I'd be made to.
It's it's an emotional story, like for you and your family to be here and playing. It's a really beautiful thing,
and such a big thing as well for a footballer. When your career is it's such a short period of time, there must have been a real frustration for you going. How long were you out after that?
9 months.
9 months. So to lose, virtually an entire season, to a head injury, that must have been painful on another level as well. Just going, it's such a short career.
Yeah, I know. I was there doing my works in the gym outside by myself, watching them training. I was in the stadium in one of the boxes of the stadium.
Yeah.
Watching the game, wanted to be there to help the team, and it wasn't possible. I wasn't able to do that. It was tough, it was difficult, but it's part of it.
Do you think that's given you, sorry, last question, not to dwell on it, but does it give you perspective now with your career? Do you think that you know how quickly things can change? Has it given you sort of like presence of mind, like of appreciating being a footballer?
Yeah, it gives you another perception of it.
Yeah.
And that's why, I don't know, maybe after that happened, I started to enjoy more.
Yeah.
To be, okay, doesn't go as we want.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of life, it's part of football. But obviously I'm going to be sad, I'm going to be not in a good mood, but well, next day, okay, we're gonna have another opportunity to
Totally.
change this. So
You hear that so often. People have big things happen. It's like you're just like, oh, I'm alive. It's good. You know, like it's fine. Let's play football.
I'm still here, so I can still doing better things.
Well, like I said, you seem to be hitting even better form than before. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's unbelievable. You mentioned as well about your form extending into the international scene. A quick question. Obviously, in the last, by the time this is out, the last few weeks, you scored an absolute screamer of a free kick. Why aren't you taking our free kicks?
Don't land in trouble.
No trouble. But I mean, that was an absolute. I mean, it was incredible, perfect. Like literally. Like,
Just I don't know. Maybe
have you ever gone up to Marco and just said, "Watch that"?
Have a little word.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a free kick for Fulham? I don't.
No, for Fulham, no. I take like one or two with one of the national team and one pre-season with Wolves.
Yeah.
I hit the bar.
Oh really?
Oh, so hang on. So it's not a frequent occurrence. Your free kicks.
No, I train the day before the games. We normally in every team I had been, we do like free kicks. Whoever wants to train is there. The wall and the goalkeeper and that's it. I really do training about that. So I'm really happy that I scored that goal.
That's great goal, man. Goal. Great goal. How does it feel? Like, do you get is it the best feeling in the whole world?
It was really good because it was the first one. Since I impacted the ball, I felt something.
Do you when you hit a free kick like that? Do you know before it's even gone in? Like, oh, that feels right.
Yeah, it feels right. It's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's not going backwards. Yeah. We're heading towards the goal.
Yeah, because before when I was preparing, I just don't hit the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
I just pass the wall.
It was an absolutely unbelievable goal, and scoring for your country, which you're doing more and more. I mean, how's that as a feeling?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good feeling. I'm happy to be scoring. I read something that I have scored a goal in the last 12 years for national team. You know?
Oh, in every year?
Every year.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, since 2013, I think.
Yeah.
I have been scoring at least one goal.
What a career, man.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, you've been really representing for a while. And do you feel the pressure as well from your Mexican fans? We were just saying when you signed for Fulham, the social media numbers shot up that day because basically the Mexican followers all just sort of flocked and just flooded us, and it was incredible. Do you feel like kind of maybe a weight of responsibility having that?
Well, it's something that give me a little bit more for me to show don't let them down, you know. They're supporting me. Okay, I'm here to give you back what you're giving me. So it's always the two parts of the two sides of the coin.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have people with you supporting you, and there's always people that
of course
are against you.
Yeah.
So you need to take the best of everything to make it happen. No? The things happen like as you want.
Exactly. I'm really aware that you've got to go to training in a minute. Before you do, you mentioned you're 33. What is there left to achieve for you? Do you have a target in your head? Obviously, you're 2 goals short as we record of that record. Do you have a target this year, for next year, for Fulham, for yourself? Do you think about a number of goals? Do you think about a league position? Is there something that keeps you like waking up in the morning trying to achieve?
Well, as a team, Fulham, we want, and I want to get into Europe. I think it's a good possibility. It is. As we have been playing in the couple of games before. Yeah. Maybe not the last one against Villa. But the other games we have been playing really good. Yeah. And when we see the faces of each other in the dressing room, we know that we can achieve something like that.
Yeah.
Fight for the better places in the table. And well, individually, I don't have like a target. Like I just want to score as much as I can and help the team to win the games and achieve that collectively.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's interesting you say that first thing because we had Roy Hodgson on this podcast recently, and he's been the most successful Fulham manager because they finished 7th, and we told him about that, and he said he thinks that this team can achieve better, than he thinks this team will go beyond that Fulham team. So like this year and next year is like a real legacy moment maybe for this team, because it feels like this team's capable of more than most Fulham teams have ever been. Really,
it feels like something special's happening without a doubt. We go into every game thinking, we can win this. Even against teams like City. And,
we did a really good match. It was unlucky. We did things to win. Win the game against City. It's not always.
Are you joking?
Like
if Traore finishes a couple of those, then it's.
All right, mate. Did you throw Andreas under the bus? No, you're throwing Adama
Traore. Not throwing anyone under the bus.
Slagging off.
But there is a party that thinks, I wish I had that. I wish I had that ball instead of Traore. Although that pace is outrageous.
Yeah.
Right, I don't want you to be late for training. Get a fine.
Okay.
Final question: if you're up front in the dream Fulham team of all time, and you have one player to be up front next to from Fulham's history, who would you like to play next to? Berbatov? Saha? Brian McBride? Dirk Lehmann?
Ross McCormack?
Throw
him in there.
Or Rodrigo Muniz? Who's your dream partner?
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to say Berbatov.
That's what I want.
He was
I just melted
a
thinking
really
of
good
it.
player, creating opportunities.
Yeah.
He was also a striker, obviously.
Yeah.
But he had the ability to come back and create different things for the team.
The only problem is I've just got a vision of you two just doing kick-ups with each other with the ball in the air. Just
both doing Ramonas to each other, backwards and forwards.
And then just pass the ball to another one to score.
Yeah, exactly. Just walk it in. Amazing. Listen, enjoy
so
practice.
much,
man. Thank you very much.
And hopefully in the next, hopefully by the time this is out, you've smashed the record.
So.
Perfect.
Awesome. So this is going live just after the Brentford game. Hopefully, he might be the new Mexican Premier League record holder.
That'd be exciting, wouldn't it?
It would.
What I hope he isn't is sent off after pushing a referee, which is what happened last time. We got Mitrovic on the podcast and applauded him for his emotional stability at the club.
Yeah.
And by the time the podcast went out, he'd been suspended and sent off and had to spend 6 games kicking his heels.
And I don't think it's entirely our fault, but we are taking some of the...
No, it's Mitrovic's fault.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're enjoying Saudi, mate.
Yeah.
Come on, Fulham.